Actual name is Jeffrey
Oh, okay.
Judah. Yeah, Judah was given to me because of some reasons by my dad,
Okay.
and maybe I would say that that's what is portrayed in my life. A music producer, maybe an up and coming one, um, piano player, and I play a bit of some of the instruments, so a bit of bass. I used to be a drummer, but I'm struggling with music. But I do music production,
How
gospel,
has the journey so far been?
and it hasn't been easy because my journey has been such that I didn't have a lot of people teaching me stuff. So I had to learn most of the stuff on my own. So it's taking me a longer time to get to where I need to be. I'm grateful for people that came into my life later on. Somebody like Jason Elliott, he's my father figure. He actually calls me his son. So I'm grateful for the exposure he has given
At
me.
what stage did you meet?
I met Jason Elliott in 2015. He was supposed to direct a particular band that I was invited to. And all the rehearsals I went to, they never showed up. So he decided to adapt me. So that's how I met
You
Jason.
never showed up.
The people who invited me to
Wow.
the group, we go for rehearsal and they don't come. So that's how he adopted me. He gave me a little exposure. He's giving me knowledge. He's giving me albums to listen to.
Shout out to give him a shout out, right?
So shout out to my papa. I'm sure when he sees this, he'll be very proud. He's somebody I look up very well. I mean, when people ask me about my music ability, I always say Jason Elliott has been a father figure to me, and he has pushed me to where I am today. So shout out to Mr. Jason Elliott.
Moving a little bit away from that, let's talk about Ashley J. Working with him.
Okay, I've known Ashley J for quite a while. I met Ashley J through a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, Morris Ashley. And Ashley is his bigger brother, so that's how I came into contact. Song that I produced for Ashley J that's out there is Songs of David.
What's your favorite line in that song?
Well, let me see. That part, to me what, to me what, to me what. I happen to MD on the song too, so
So you are not just a producer for Ashley J, you're also
yes, I
the topic
help good. Oh no, you know how this ministry is, helps ministry. We help.
because you have people out there who are just, let me see, like you, they don't work, they don't do anything outside the music. How do you fend for yourself? And big time.
It's difficult. Very, very, very difficult. I would like to. I studied banking and finance. I graduated from Maranatha University 2017. And so from 2017 to now, I've not really worked in a bank before. I mean, like, God has been the one taking care of me. Because if I said I'm supposed to look at what I'm getting from gospel programs and production, gospel, it's going to be most of them peanuts, you understand. But if you acknowledge that it's not those things that are, in actual sense, when you want to add up the monies that you make from all those things, you realize that you are living on borrowed. You wonder where those monies come from because you realize that no, you are living way above your budget for the month, but God finds a way to take care of yourself. I believe that when you put the stuff of God first, He takes care of you. Make sure that you are alright. I think I started doing this MP stuff when I got the opportunity to learn music from Damascus. So once I started learning skills about music, I figured how to put them to use. Another shout out to my school father then. He's Kwesi Asante. He's now a host player for Team Eternity. It's called Shalai. He's right now he's staging with Shalai. Wonderful keys player. He taught me ear training. So that helped me to be able to hear parts and to be able to compose stuff and to be able to put parts together and to be able to, you understand? vocal stuff came along the way. I started experimenting with my voice. You understand? I'm not a singer though, but I realized that there are more techniques that I could teach that could enable singers to become better at what they do. You understand? So that's how my whole MD thing started. So when I met Ashley J, I realized that the music side he was into. Then he didn't have a conch choir. So I think when we started the concept of the vow, then I decided to volunteer to help. About the vow, I always say that the ending job is one that helps you learn. You understand? Having to be able to teach them, I think it's been over a year. I started like intensively, and having to be able to pick them from the grassroots level and see them grow has been very, very, very exciting for me. And I actually say that this is actually the MD work because when you have already baked singers, you are actually just kind of combining everything together. But having to know what to do when you don't have very good singers is very, 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 it can be very challenging. At times it becomes frustrating, understand? But because of the God factor,